Hello, my friends. We're going to continue our discussion on A Course in Miracles. We're also going to continue with chapter 9. Today, we're going to do a little bit from verse 6. It's been several days on chapter 9 um, and section 7. I think this might be the third day in a row. The two evaluations. It just sums up so much for me right now that for the vast majority of my life, with the exception of some rare glimpses outside, I have been living truly in an insane world. That the world of the ego is an insane world. Bear with me. No one likes to hear that they've been living in an insane world. I don't blame them. But if you catch a glimpse of a different way, if you've seen a glimpse of a miracle, and of course, miracles, to say a miracle is a shift in perception. So if you see the world in the light of the Holy Spirit and compare it to the world that we experience on a daily basis, if we think of warfare and crime, children starving, people, families going without homes, neighbors at each other's throats right now, the political divide, not to mention the things that are going on that we don't even notice against each other. Just the bullying. And we think that's perfectly sane. But here's what in paragraph 6 in verse 7 of chapter 9, you cannot evaluate an insane belief system from within it. Its range precludes this. You can only go beyond it. Look back from a point where sanity exists and see the contrast. Only by this contrast can insanity be judged as insane. All it takes is a little glimpse. And that's how we ask for a miracle. There is another way of perceiving the world, and I wish to see it, even if it's just for a second. Here's the truth. The other way of seeing the world is reality. It's how the world actually is. However, we have been conditioned, trained, since birth. Some might say, since before we were born. Life after life after life. That this is the way things are and the way things have to be and the way they will always be. That we will never, ever end warfare. We will never feed every starving child. That we simply can't afford to house the homeless. People will always steal. Political parties will always be in opposition. That's insanity. There's another way. We have to ask for it. I don't know if we need an actual glimpse or if we just intuit that there is another way. That's how the course came to be, the conversation between William Thetford and Helen Schucman in the faculty meeting, frustrated, when Bill turned to Helen in despair and said there has to be a better way. And she said there is, and I'll help you find it. That was a holy instant, a catalyst that set off a series of events leading to a voice spoken to Helen saying, this is a Course in Miracles. Please take note. Eventually, we're all going to throw our hands up in the air and say there has to be a better way. And then, if we're open, if we're sincere when we ask, we will see. We'll be led. And we'll come to know truly a better way. The better way, though, is not dealing with the effects of the world. We can go and attempt to feed every starving child on our own. We can make a sign and march to end wars. But it is like the proverbial boy with his finger in the dike, trying to stop a flood. It just springs up everywhere else. So we need to light a light within others, but first within ourselves. That's why we ask for that miracle. That's why we forgive. That's why we seek to chase the effects of the world. We go within to the cause. The cause is within me. When I forgive that, then the world starts to change. When I look past the effects in you and I look at the cause and I forgive that, then the world begins to change. Then the light within me salutes and recognizes the light that's within you. The whole nature of the expression, Sanskrit expression, namaste, starts with you, though. Go within. Keep forgiving, keep forgiving, keep forgiving. Things will keep showing up. Keep forgiving. Things will keep showing up. Keep forgiving. There's no end to it until there is. Who knows when that will be? It doesn't matter when that will be. We just keep forgiving. So, two evaluation systems. One's insane. We are evaluating an insane system from within it. Just know, outside of that is reality. And it doesn't truly evaluate. Reality doesn't need to. The Holy Spirit doesn't need to. The Holy Spirit only recognizes love. It does not recognize insanity. How could it? That would make it real. And insanity isn't real. So, just keep turning back to the Holy Spirit. When something's too big to forgive, don't try. You don't need to. You will never forgive. You, the you, that is the ego, is caught in that evaluation of an insane system. It'll never see that you can't forgive. It will insist that you can, and it will forgive on the ego's term. And the ego's term is always on condition. I will forgive you if you're truly sorry. I will forgive you when I'm ready. I will forgive you when I think you've suffered enough. It's not true forgiveness. It's the same with love, loving with conditions. I will love you because. I will love you until. That's part of the insanity. That is part of the insane system. We can't evaluate that system from within. Step out. We step out through forgiveness, looking past the errors that have been perceived to the reality of innocence that's within all of us, within me, within you. And then we turn it over to the Holy Spirit, and forgiveness happens on its own. That's how we light that light. That's when we begin to see sanity. And then we could look on everything that's going on and say, man, that is insane. And we step out of it. We extend our hand, and we help others step out as well. With that, guys, maybe step out together. Take care. Namaste, my friends.